All right, y'all. So it's time for us to get serious on this channel. Not a little serious, but a lot serious. So Jerod Mayo is out as head coach of the New England Patriots after his big win against the Buffalo Bills. Y'all, I got so many thoughts about this. Let me just get to this. So Jerod Mayo is a black man, right? This is his first year as a head coach. First year coaching in New England, in Foxborough, Massachusetts, with the New England Patriots. And he gets let go. Now, the Patriots finished with the 4-13 record, right? And they fire him. Now, some speculate that they fired him because they were supposed to lose this game so they can get the number 1 pick in the upcoming NFL draft. And because they won, it cost them that number 1 pick. But see, here's the problem. I think the fix was in on Jerod Mayo from the very beginning. The very beginning. Black coaches do not operate with the same type of margin of error that white coaches operate with. At all. At all. Okay? I've seen Lovie Smith win 10 games, and get fired. Right? With the Chicago Bears. I've seen Lovie Smith get fired again with the Houston Texans in his first season. He was 3-13 his first season. He won his last game. That cost them the number 1 pick or whatever, and they lost, and he was fired right after that. Right? In his first season, fired. I've seen guys like Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell went 3-13 in his first season coaching the Detroit Lions. And now look where he's at. People got them as a Super Bowl pick. For real. But if he would have gotten fired after going 3-13, none of this would have ever come into fruition that's going on in Detroit. I'm not saying none of it, but Dan Campbell is a hell of a coach, right? But his first year, you learn it on the job. Why he don't get that type of room for improvement, and why Jerod Mayo don't get that same type of room for improvement. Jimmy Johnson, 2-time Super Bowl winning coach with the Dallas Cowboys. Jimmy Johnson went 1-15 his first season as a head coach. And he was able to retain his job. Black coaches are not able to operate like this. They are in fear of their job from day one. When Jerod Mayo became the head coach of the New England Patriots, I was nervous from the brother immediately. I was happy for him, but I knew, I don't know if these people are going to give him a chance. Because Bill Belichick was the former coach. Now they coming with Jerod Mayo, his first year coaching. Black coaches don't never really get these prestigious head coaching opportunities out the gate like this. So I'm like, are they hiring him to try to beat them allegations that the organization is racist? Are they hiring him to beat these allegations that the city of Boston and the surrounding areas is a racist place? Are they trying to appear like they are progressive with this hire? And is it only just going to be for 1 year? You know, because the man had a rookie quarterback. Matter of fact, let me say this. The Patriots went 4-13 under Bill Belichick, and they made little to no roster improvements from 1 year to the next, right? Now, Jerod Mayo dealt with the loss of several key players this season. Several key players. You know what I mean? And he still was let go. You feel me? He had the same record as the GOAT coach. And they didn't make hardly any great roster improvements. You feel me? Had a rookie quarterback and he still got ousted. This don't seem fair, man. I feel like black coaches are in a pickle. You feel me? 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. My little man woke up and walked in here while I was making the video. I'm sorry, right? So black coaches are in a pickle. Let's just say if you do what they say do, and you lose the game on purpose so they can get the number 1 pick, they're still bound to fire you and use your record as an excuse. Hey, man, you've been on a losing streak. You didn't win. You lost the last game. You know, we got to move forward. If you acquiesce to what they want to do, if you lose and get to the number 1 pick, they are not guaranteed to retain you, right? And so let's just say, so now you like, okay, I want to win because they may not retain me. And I want to go out on a positive note so it can look good on my resume that, you know, these coaches are hiring, that, you know, that at least I got a win on the way out, at least, you know, so I can make my record look good. Let me try to win these games. Let me try to win. You know? And then while you win, you still get cut. Oh, now they're going to say, well, you were being insubordinate. Or, we needed that pick. Or they try to figure out a way to say, hey, you're not really that good of a coach. They try to figure out a way to oust you. I feel so bad for Jerod Mayo because I feel like he wasn't going to get a fair shake from a lot of them racist-ass fans there and the media there. But he got ousted anyway. And Rob Gronkowski, Gronk was about to light the Robert Kraft and his family on fire. He like, yo, this is crazy. He was on Fox talking about it. They had to cut him off. Michael Strahan said, oh, we got to get to commercial break. Because he knew they got queued up. I'm sure they got queued up to go to break when Gronk was about to go on a whole little, I shouldn't say a tirade. He was going to go on a rant about, hey, he said Jimmy Johnson on there, up there with him. Jimmy, you were 1-14 your first year. You won 2 Super Bowls later. He not getting a fair shake, and he ain't get a fair shake from the jump, and it was obvious. So I'm wondering, did they hire him to beat those racist accusations in that organization? Was this all just a fix? Because I feel like Houston hired Lovie Smith just to get them allegations. Hey, we need to hire black coaches just to make it look good. Hire him for 1 year. He's not going to do that well. Our roster isn't that good. Get him out of here and say, hey, we fired him because we didn't see any improvement. But how the fuck can you see improvement in 1 year? You need room to grow. You can't see improvement in just one season, man. That is silly to me, man. The Patriots made little to no effort to improve that roster. It was the same thing under Bill Belichick nearly. Like, come on, they got a rookie quarterback and now everything supposed to change? No. I just found it very disingenuous for them to fire him. And it was just like crazy, man. Like, I don't know. He won that game with a rookie 6th-round pick. Joe Milton. He won, because Drake May played for 1 series in that game against the Buffalo Bills. And Jerod Mayo won that game with a rookie 6th-round pick as a quarterback for him. But I just feel like, man, black coaches, they aren't able to operate like white coaches. White coaches can win 6 games and be all right. 4 games, be cool. Black coach, man, he got to win 7, 8 games his first year in order to look like he's competent to people. And to me, that's messed up. That's more than messed up, man. That's trash. And I feel like it's horrible, and I feel bad for Jerod Mayo. He got an opportunity, but it was like, was he shafted from the jump? Was it really a good opportunity for him to begin with? Was he already in trouble when he accepted that job, knowing that these people are coming off of Bill Belichick, what many deem the greatest coach of all time, and he's playing in a place where racism is rampant, where and within the media and within the population is heavily embedded in there, and he came out the gate and say, hey, I'm not going to say I don't see color, because if I say I don't see color, that would mean that I wouldn't be able to see racism and stuff. He said that, and I saluted him for saying that. And I said, them people in Boston, in Foxborough, in Massachusetts, they ain't going to like that shit. But I rocked with him for saying that from the jump, because they asked him, yo, you're a black head coach. And it's messed up because this league is dominated by black players, right? And black coaches are not giving that, they're not giving that opportunity to operate like this. They're not given room to operate comfortably. First, they're not hired. They're not really hired that often. And then when they are hired, they have to be damn near perfect and flawless for them to be able to stay in their job position. They have to be exemplary. Dan Campbell was 3-13. They let him rock. Jimmy Johnson 1-15. They let him rock. Look where Dan Campbell got the Detroit Lions at right now, man. Jimmy Johnson with the Dallas Cowboys, man. Come on, man. It's just, I feel bad for the brother, man. But this is how I must be doing with black coaches, man. It's like your margin for error is slim. And the moment you step 1 foot out of that error, that margin, you're cut. You're cut. White coach be white folks, white coach can be 2-14. They be like, all right, cool, man. We bring you back next year, see what you can do. Black coach, man, listen. What? They don't dare get that same type of room, man. You like, oh, nah, man. 4-13, yeah, it's not enough for me. They give him to Randy Jackson. Not enough for me, dog. Not good enough. It's a no for me, dog. You got to go. And it's like, yeah, Jerod Mayo was able to get him some nice checks for 1 year, but he deserved opportunities to prove himself. Help him get the roster better, draft some better players, give him another year to grow and develop. It was his first year as a head coach. And so when, again, black coaches don't never get these opportunities to coach at a prestigious job like this in a organization where it's full of championships. So I was wondering, was the fix in it to begin with? Did they hire him like, oh, look, we hiring a black coach in our prestigious organization? And then he get cut after the first year, man? I don't know, man. That's just whack to me. It's weak. And I'm concerned about the not the lifespan, but the job security of black coaches in the NFL. It's bullshit. Y'all know it, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out, y'all. Peace.